What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Big Body Cisco, with your favorite podcast. Can we talk with Big Body Cisco? And I got a special guest today because I'm introducing all of my barbers here at the Shack. We got my brother, Matty Kuttz. Matty, what up, brother?
Man, what up, brother? How you doing?
Man, it's good to have you here, but we're going to talk to you more.
All right.
Let me just intro my boy, Matty. We're going to have over here. We got to talk about a lot of stuff going on this week. Holo Holo Sacramento, just coming back from that recap. 2 days out in the Bay Area, showed up and showed out. Talk about the venue, man. It was dope. The Cal Expo over there. It was hot on Saturday, overcast on Sunday, but still humid. The artist was doing their thing. Josh Totofi. We had Comic Kings, Jay Boog. We had Cutthroat jump out with us too during the Dub C set. But if you missed it, it was on the live stream that you guys could find on YouTube. And I think they're going to start live streaming a lot more, or not, if not the rest of them, for the rest of the year. So shout out to Polynesian Music Network for the sit downs, the vendors. Shout out to Big Body Merch. Shout out Island Armor. All the vendors, Exotic Juice. You had a Ninth Islander over there. Definitely a good time. And I think our next one, you might want to go to that one, is in the 808 state of Hawaii in October 18th and 19th at the Bishop Museum. You coming to Hawaii, Matty?
Man, I wish, but nah,
I gotta work.
Yeah, I gotta stay working.
Speaking about the Bay Area, Ishowspeed. Look, call me an old cat. I don't really know who this Ishowspeed is, but he's all over social media, all over the blogs, the vlogs, whatever it is. But Speed Does America. Tour made a stop in the Bay Area. You had him out there at the Tenderloin, but the YouTuber, online streamer, internet personality has 44.5 million followers on YouTube. So we're going to need some of them followers. But San Francisco and Oakland, places he visited. He went to City Hall, where he interacted with San Francisco Mayor Daniel Lurie, San Francisco Fire Department station. He did all the stuff he did. You see, he had the Usos watching him, though. If you guys watch all the Ishowspeed stuff, he had a bunch of Usos, and I think even was in L.A. with YG, he had a bunch of the Usos watching him there. They know where to go. In Oakland, Hyphy Burgers, where he went, where he had a massive crowd. He actually had a foot race against Philly B. Shout out Frisco Philly B out there. Went to West Oakland, watched the sideshow with Fireway. Look, y'all took him to all the hood spots over there. Y'all look at you, you know what I'm talking about? The live stream was on for about 11 hours, and that's what I can't get. These streamers now are just taking cameras with them. What are they calling them now, Austin? They're calling them in-streamers. I forgot what they're calling them, but they're with them and streaming all day long. IRL streaming. So someone said me to do, I said absolutely not. Moving along, Netflix. You know, I've been on my Netflix, though. Black Rabbit. Spoiler if you guys haven't watched that. Jason Bateman, Jude Law is a Netflix series that came out on September 18th. You guys got to go watch it. You watch a lot of Netflix, Matty? Not too much?
Not too much.
See, that's what I'm talking, because he'd be too busy cutting. We're going to get into all that. But go check it out. If you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, go check out Black Rabbit. I don't want to give it away, but it's a dope story. It drags the first 2 episodes, but it kind of gets going on 3 and 4. Toxic topic, though. Bailing out on a date that you're already on. I've done this before. You fake an urgent call, and I've seen girls do this before as well. Pre-arranging a friend to be on a date at a separate table. You know how you girls be, you sneaky. Let me not, because you guys are going to start getting me in trouble. Using a stranger, say, calling them, say, oh, you got to go if the date's not going good. What is your thoughts, people? In the comments below, have you ever bailed out on a date? Have you ever bailed out on a date, Roos?
Nah.
Have you ever had a date bail out on you?
Nah.
Oh, see, call his big player over there. Moving on, Big Body Sports. Yes, I know. The Niners lost. Jaguars beat them for their first loss, 26-21. First game back for my brother Brock Purdy. He should have just stayed and kind of rested up some more. Toe still bothering him. He got sacked by Eric Armstead, of all people, to fumble and to end the game right there. They had 4 turnovers with 2 forced fumbles. The Niners just ain't looking good in that game. They played the Rams, and I just got word that Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, and Jawan Jennings will all be out for that game. Well, that sucks, because I got a lot of Rams fans that are already betting me, and I don't even want to bet with all them. But Buccaneers and Eagles. I don't know how. I only know 2 other Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. That's Toombs from Rebel Soldiers, Kalolo from Cutthroat Barbershop in 808, and my brother Matty Kuttz. You got to tell me how you even became to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Please.
Man, it all started when Warren Sapp, he sacked Steve Young.
Yeah.
And hurt him.
Thanks.
And then my whole household, all Niner fans, and they were all cheering. Like, they were mad. And I was over there laughing like, man, I like this team. My brother Ray was like, man, who damn? You like this sorry team? And I was like, who, the Bucks? They just beat y'all.
Wait,
he was like,
so
man.
you liked it because Warren Sapp, I think that might have been the end of the career of Steve Young. So when he hurt him, because the whole house was probably crying at that time.
Mad. And I was like, yeah, I like this team.
Who's your favorite Buck right now?
Right now, I'm going to go with Mike Evans.
Okay, Mike
But
Evans.
really, Vita Vea.
Come on, shout out Vita Vea,
Hey,
Milpitas
Vita.
High School. We'll get more into that because we got to get Vita Vea on that as well. Before we get with Matty Fantasy Football, you guys know Malik Neighbors out for the season, ACL tear. You got Braylon Allen, knee Ricky Pearson, like I just mentioned. A lot of stuff, but pickups. Pick up Woody Marks, Jackson Dart, balling. The reason why I like Jackson Dart is a Utah kid, and somebody asked him who his favorite songs were. I think I played a clip right here, and he said Common Kings and J Boog. So you know we got to root for Jackson Dart. Also pick up Brent Strange for tight ends, Kenneth Gainwell if you need a running back. But it's about that time. That was Can We Talk? My brother Matty Kuttz. How we doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. And the reason I say I wanted to do Matty Kuttz first, because we're going to interview all of my barbers here at the ShackLV. But I want you guys to kind of get a little in-depth and kind of know a little bit more about them. And no, he's like no stranger to social media, because your social media game, what you've been doing is how I came across you. And when I came to Vegas, I seen you doing your thing. But how did you even start in the whole barbering in a whole?
Man, how I started barbering in the whole?
Yeah.
I started when I was a kid, when I was 12.
Damn.
I just picked up the clippers and then I started cutting up my brother.
Yeah.
And my dad, he left his closet open and I just grabbed a clipper and then started cutting, and my dad heard it. He went back there and looked, seen me cut my little brother. He was like, hey, yeah, when you done, you better clean it and put it back when you done. I was like, I looked at Mark, I was like, hey, bro, Dad, I guess he cool.
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
all right. So I did that for a while, then hung it up.
Yeah.
I stopped doing it. And then,
How old were you around that time when you started cutting up, when you first picked up the clippers?
I was like around 12, 13.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, so it's.
But then you had the life in the middle.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
cool, I can do that later.
yeah,
But you got to
yeah.
tell everybody where you're from, first of all.
Man, I'm originally from Long Beach.
Yeah.
From the north side.
North Side,
Born
Long
and
Beach in the
raised,
building. What brought
yeah.
you to Vegas?
Right here was just to be closer to my family, my
Yeah.
immediate family, and my mom.
Nice.
That was like the main thing to
Yeah.
come out there for them.
Especially being in California, being so damn expensive. And we're seeing a lot of, like, I came from the Bay Area, and I got a lot of family in Long Beach as well on the west. I used to live right by Silverado Park, and I used to go to school out
West
there.
side.
Yeah, I was on the west side thick before, before we got jumped into the gangs and everything. My dad and my mom moved us up to the Bay Area, but I was supposed to go to Poly High School, Stevens
Oh.
High, but it would have been something different. I don't think you guys would have seen Big Body then. I probably still would have been banging. But it's good to see a fellow, because Mustafa all the time says, I always represent the Bay Area hard. But he goes, you're really from Long Beach.
Yeah, he was saying that a lot.
But
Yep,
I always
yep.
tell him that because it's like where you grew up and threw up. So so you grew up and threw up in Northside Long
Yeah,
Beach.
born and raised, young all the
Yeah.
way till now. It still run in me, man.
Yeah.
I would come from a family of 15 of us, and
Man.
this one half was born on the east side of Long Beach, and it's the other half where I was part
In
of.
the north side.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
the north
yeah.
side. So I had both sides of the family from
So
the
you was on
east.
Snoop's side and on the north side.
Yeah, yep.
For those who don't know, Snoopy, he had Hollis east side and we're on the west side. Look, you can just go Google it right there before you do that. When you picked up the Clippers again, after you grew up and threw up, what was your determination to kind of say, yeah, I could kind of make this, a way of life?
Was when I started cutting up all my nephews.
Yeah.
I seen it, like the passion just came back to me, like, damn, bro, think you can make a living off of that.
Yeah.
And then seeing all my nephews come back from a beauty salon or a barbershop all messed up.
You were like, yeah,
And
no,
I
we
was
gotta
like,
fix that.
damn, bro, I wouldn't do that. Even though I barely knew what I knew at the time,
Yeah.
but I knew I wouldn't mess you up like that. But at least the hairline be straight.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about the fade.
That
I'll work
motivated
on
you a
that.
little bit. Yeah, exactly.
I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So
Yeah.
they kept coming every week, and then I just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to barber school.
Yeah.
So there was a school right up the street called Nevada First Barber College.
In Vegas.
Yeah,
So
in
you went to
Vegas.
barber school in Vegas.
Yeah,
Dope.
and I didn't even know this was the first barber college like ever in
Yeah,
Nevada. This
in
was the
Nevada,
pioneer.
yeah.
And then ran into the teacher, Mr. B. I kind of knew this was a spot with him because that dude, he was strict.
Yeah.
Because the first time I went there, I met Mr. Lewis and Dollar. They were real cool,
Yeah.
laid back. So, the next day I had to come back and take the test.
Yeah.
So I wore like shorts and a t-shirt, straight Cali.
Yeah.
Like, man, let's just do this,
Cali
get this out the way. Man, the teacher, he looking at me like, "Pfft, who this guy think he is?"
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him too, like,
Yeah,
man,
same
who
way.
this old man? Yeah, man, I ain't even talk to you. Like, I'm
Yeah.
all brush, man, I don't even know you. I talked to the other dudes, and he was just looking like, man, oh yeah, who's them other dudes? So I told him the other dude, he was just like, oh, okay, yeah, they work here, but
Yeah.
I'm the owner. And I was just like, oh, shoot.
Already.
Yeah, man, I was like, damn, hold up, man. So he got on my bumper talking about how I dress. He was like, hey, so this is how you dress to go to sign up for like a career or
Yeah.
an interview. Like, I
Give
was
you
just
that
like,
OG lecture.
and that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I needed though. I was just
Yeah.
like, ooh, this the right school.
Yeah.
Because everybody was telling me, don't come here, he real strict. Then I know, and I come from the old school. And this is what we about.
And sometimes it's a wake up call for you at the same time. Like, okay, maybe you gotta make me take a step back one time.
Exactly. Because I'm new to this field. I used to do electrical before I even came to here.
Man, so you was going from career to career before you got kind of settled in your barber.
Because I did 7 years doing that with my cousin Sam.
Yeah.
And I jumped into this, and I was just like, damn, this kind of like checked me at the door with this dude. And I was just like, I can't bring that street mentality to this, because this is a whole different atmosphere and like field for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to keep it professional. And I was just like, ooh, hold up. Hey, sir, let me go back home, put my right clothes, and I did. My mom didn't stay right to the street, so I went back to the crib, put on the right, you know, a collar shirt, some pants, you know,
dressed up.
Yeah. So I came back, sat there, and he looked at me and took it serious.
Yeah.
Then he was like, okay, there you go. Now you ready.
But even for you to leave to go do that kind of like surprised him. Like, oh, man, he really want to go change to go do it.
Yeah. And I came back, did it. He had me there the whole day. And I was like, damn, bro, when you gonna let me go?
Or something.
Yeah. But then he let me go when all the students went home. And I was like, cool, at least I got it done.
Yeah.
So I had to come back to school the next week. From there, my barber, it was on, man.
Yeah. Because everyone looks at, we'll talk about your social media aspect of it, where you kind of took social media by storm. When you got like into barbering, you started getting to the cuts, when did you decide that social media was going to be a tool that's going to help you in your career?
Man, really prayed about this.
Nice.
I needed to be around, I was praying as God, I needed to be around certain people that's real dope in this barber game.
Yeah.
I really did. And, you know, just seeing certain barbers, how they
got down.
Yeah. So then one day I ended up working at a barbershop when I came from Santoyas. I came over here to Henderson and ran into this barber dude named Nelly. So I'm sitting there watching this young kid, and I'm just like, damn, bro, this kid pretty dope.
Inspiring you.
Yeah, he inspired me like a mug. And then he seen it, and he seen that the shop wasn't really booming like that.
Yeah.
And I came from the north side, and coming over here was a hard transition for everybody to drive out this way, because I was getting more locals that stayed close to that shop.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, cool. I got to figure out a way or something, like it got to work. And then I'm looking at this dude right in front of me.
Yeah.
So I look up like, all right, God, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
I see the sign.
Yeah, I see the sign. And, you know, I took it. I seen him. I sat there, watched him. And then one day because he wasn't even trying to talk to me or mess with me. Not, you know, he has to be like that. The way he's doing this thing, I didn't want to, you know.
He was taking care of what he had to do, and you was doing what you had to do.
And then he seen like him being inspired to me.
Yeah.
And I was asking like, hey, bro, man, how can I like get like you? And he was like, it was one night I stayed late right there. He was still cutting.
Yeah.
He told me what you really want out of this. And I was like, man, I want to be like how you got this going.
How you got down,
How you got all these clients coming in and how you taking care of your family and doing things on your schedule.
Yeah.
I want to get like that. And he just told me like, man, Oosh, you really got to lock in.
Yeah.
You got to stop being shy. Be comfortable where you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, that's kind of hard because, you know, we come from the streets. I don't like being around the camera. I was like,
no, exactly. You got to make yourself uncomfortable. And I think that was the big kind of advice that he told you to kind of get out of your comfort zone and get there. And it's kind of hard telling somebody that comes from the street life. And it's like,
bro,
give me being comfortable. I want to be comfortable.
Yeah. So then I just said, you know what? You right. Do it.
Yeah.
And I just did it. And in the beginning of some of my videos, I was like kind of shy. You could barely see me. And I was just like, all right, post it. He just looked at me and was like, who cares? Who's posting? You're just going to get better. And I was like, you right, bro. So I just kept being that. And he was like, the hardest thing might be being consistent.
Yeah.
But then I started seeing what kind of drew me to it was when people start liking and start interacting with me and tell them like they see me. And I was just like, even though it was a little, but then they let me know like, hey, they see you, bro. Just keep going. So I just kept doing it. And
just feeding them content.
Yeah. And then all he was doing was just feeding me little bits of like, hey, try doing it like this. Do this right here.
Just little tips here and there. Yeah. And put it in your own way.
Yeah. And then he's right there on the side looking at me like, there you go. Bro, keep going. Then I ended up working right here at the shop Reflection.
Okay, yeah.
Got there with the Uso Jake. And we had another, my Dominican boy, Diego.
Yeah.
He was working right next to me. He was a main big part of helping me with the edit part.
Nice. Editing's everything.
Yeah, everything.
Shout out Austin.
And he showed me like, look, Us, I was seeing his video. I was like, hey, that's dope.
Yeah.
how you do this and that? He was just showing me like this and this. Like, here you go, bro.
But you were willing to learn it because you kind of was already in it.
Yeah, and then they was willing to teach because they seen it, me going.
Yeah.
And they was happy too. They was like, look, we
seeing your growth off of their tips was like, oh, okay, I'm inspiring somebody.
It was, man. It was a big factor for me. And I was telling them, like, bro, I thank you guys so much. They were like, nah, that's dope.
Yeah.
But then, they was like, man, boy, you doing crazy video. I never thought you did. I was like, man, my bad. I just need like little tips.
Yeah.
Show me what I need to do. And there, my imagination just came all just whatever I can do on the video.
And I think that's what drew it to me, because when me and Josh had decided to open up the Shack, we were kind of going over like what barbers we wanted in the Shack. And I told him right when I told him, I said, Matty Kuttz is a dude. I said, you know, Matt, because we really didn't know each other at the time, but I was watching your videos. And I had told Josh, I said, dude, this is the type of barber we need in the Shack. One, it just matched the dimensions of what I was trying to do here. And when we kind of got you, I sent a cold DM, and then I said, Oos, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm winning a barbershop. You know, if you wanted to come by, we have a chair open for you too. And I think the rest is history. But how did you, when you seen the first message from us, were you like, what the hell?
Well, yeah. Before I even got a hold of y'all, it was my sister, Fulu.
Yeah.
She sent me the DM on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I seen it, and then it was you talking. I was like, man, I've been seeing Uso.
Yeah.
But I didn't really, you guys didn't DM me at the time.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, Matt, just go give it a try. You never know.
Yeah.
There's something different. And, you know, I was just like, you probably said it because you're a Niner fan. You got all the Niners over here. Man, you sending me a territory I don't want to be,
You sending me to your Niner teammate over
there. Hold on, man. But I was like, all right, sis, let me see what's up. And then when you DM me, I was like, all right, hold on. And then when Josh hit me too, and I was just like, bro, that's a sign.
Yeah.
They all telling you, bro, just go, try it out. So I just said, you know what? The energy I had over here at this shop, just push it over there.
Yeah.
The knowledge I have right here, bless them.
Yeah.
Because what I have, I can't take it with me. So
and that's exactly why. Because when you came, I didn't want you to leave your other shop in any kind of like bad. I was like, hey, bro, I'm not trying to pull you away from your shop. I said, I just see you fitting in here, where it's also another move of getting uncomfortable, because I think when you got with the other barbers, the rest of our guys here, it just kind of all matched. And everyone's energy kind of matched off of yours, because during our meetings before we even opened, I would say, look, I just like the energy that Matty has, where you don't have to be a social media barber to be here at the Shack, but I think it helps you as a brand wise, because I'm always about branding yourself. And I think Matty Kuttz was a brand to me, and every barber we have in the Shack is a brand to me. And you kind of like help where you guys are, you know, kind of like excelling each barber in your own right. So I think, you know, for somebody that's watching right now, you see a barber that's kind of like on the fence right now. What advice do you got for them if they're trying to get into a barbershop where they're trying to do what you're doing?
Man, I just say, just take that leap.
Yeah.
Be comfortable where you ain't. And I know everybody ain't gonna be built for the camera, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I ended up just, you know what, just do it. So when I did that, low key, my business just skyrocketed.
Man.
And I didn't know, like, people coaching me, telling me, like, bro, you are a brand.
Yeah.
Like, you're a brand that people will be able to trust because your content is authentic.
Yes.
There's nothing fake about it. And everything that you do is you. And I see it. And I was just like, man, how you, it was like, I could just get it off the energy of the video.
Of the video, yeah.
Okay. Respect.
What's one of the videos that you've done that you kind of look back on and be like, that was kind of the one that catapulted you in this social media game, where everyone was like, man, I remember this video? Was there anyone in particular, or you just kind of had all of them? Because they're all clients of yours, first of all. Because there's this one kid that I seen, the kid with the big eyes, dope kid that you cut up, and I see his video still to this day that you did a long time ago, and he's just kind of like deer in the headlights. But it's like the inspiration you had by just talking to him, because you also kind of like make your clients feel comfortable while they're in the chair, because now they get a chance to kind of like tell their story to you, and now they're on a video on social media. So do you have like, is kids your preference, or you kind of have all your clients are your preference?
I kind of aim all of them, but like a lot of kids too, because I like to know them before they even grow up. So when they get older, I can know them like, damn, man, I cut this little kid. Look at this kid, Future. He doing dope.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just love to see the growth in them.
Yeah.
And seeing them doing something positive for their family. That's what I love. Because us adults, we already done did it.
Yeah, come on, we done did it a bit.
I'm like, come on, man, your hair was about to be bald, but now I'm playing. But I'll just hook them up like the kids and all that. That's because if I can do whatever I can do to help change their life, though, I'm all for it.
Come on, man. And that's why we got Matty Kuttz here at the Shack. If they want to want to book with you, how could they get a hold of you?
It's easy to go on Booksy. There's a Booksy, and just type in Matty Kuttz, and then it'll just show you my whole link and whatever's there right there. Or just hit me on social media, but most of the time I barely would get to it.
Yeah.
But the Booksy is easier for me and easier for you because it fits the time and schedule that fits you.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm open. On Sundays, I really go by appointments. If you like call me or if I know you or if you DM me on Instagram, then I'll set you up. But if not, then I just leave that like how it is.
Come on,
I like
man.
to enjoy. We can watch the game with
Come
the
on,
boys,
man. Bucks and Niners coming up.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
man,
one of
it's
them
gonna be
ones.
one of them
All the
ones.
booking information you guys have right here. Follow at Matty Kuttz. Go to Booksy. Go get all that too. But it's a pleasure to have you here at the
Man,
Shack
pleasure
Most.
you too, big
Come on,
O's.
man. And we'll have another barber next week from the ShackLV. Your boy Big Body Cisco. Can we talk? We gone. Peace.
Get it.